And talking of airlines on both sides of the Atlantic are set for their busiest Christmas season on record, driven by strong travel demand and lower ticket prices. In the UK, carriers plan to offer over 6 million seats during the Christmas week, surpassing the 2019 record, with popular destinations including Amsterdam, Dublin and Tenerife. Across the Atlantic, US airlines forecast a record 54 million passengers between December the 19th and January the 6th, with top destinations including Orlando, Las Vegas and Honolulu. Well, Paul Charles is the chief executive of travel consultancy, the PC Agency.
It's astonishing to see the numbers of people who are travelling. The numbers are up around 5 to 10% higher than the previous record of people travelling just before COVID started, so way back in 2019. And really there are two factors that are at play here. First of all, more of us want to travel to see family and friends. Since COVID, things have changed. We don't want to be kept at bay. We don't want to stay put around this time of year. We want to be going to visit family and friends much more than we used to. And the second factor is really that we're into experiences much more. We're prepared to use any disposable income that we have to, rather than buy clothes as we might have done much more in the past, to actually travel much more and see destinations that we've never seen before or that we want to go back to.
Yeah, and which destinations then are seeing the highest demand, and why do you think those ones are so popular?
Well, certainly out of the UK, then many people wish to travel to places like Amsterdam or Barcelona or southern Spain. They are eternally popular, and even more so this Christmas and New Year period. In terms of beyond Europe, then we're still looking at many popular locations like Bangkok, Singapore, certainly Sydney, which there isn't that much airlift to, but every flight is full if you can get on one, and then into the Americas as well, and as popular as ever are Chicago, New York and Los Angeles at this time of year.
This is an industry that has seen challenges, primarily with the pandemic in recent years, but there are also economic concerns and climate change. So how is the industry buffering that trend then?
There are many headwinds, as there are in quite a few sectors, but certainly in the aviation sector, you've got a combination, obviously, of a generation, a younger generation, which wants to see much more progress towards sustainable aviation and cleaner aircraft, as well as cleaner airports. And we're starting to see that with the likes of the 787 from Boeing, the A350 from Airbus, these newer generation aircraft which are far less fuel hungry. They're far more fuel efficient. So sustainability is one of the things the industry is starting to tackle. Then, of course, the other main issue at the moment in the sector is really around availability of staff. The fact that airlines can't get enough engineers or maintenance workers all over the world, not just in Europe, but everywhere. They're finding it difficult to hire enough maintenance crew as their own air fleets get bigger. And that's what's really slowing down growth, ironically, even though we're seeing demand shooting ever higher.
Yeah, interesting stuff. I mean, for the future then, what does the future hold? I mean, we've seen driverless cars, haven't we? What about pilots, for example? Will we see driverless planes?
I don't think we're going to see driverless planes, but what we will see, and in fact are starting to see, are electric aircraft. And these are planes which are literally flying by battery power. There are trials taking place in Scandinavia of aircraft carrying around 30 to 60 people by electric plane. And I reckon within 10 to 20 years, certainly, we'll all be flying in some way, even if it's short haul only, on electric planes.